Yo guys, I wanted to give a quick shout out to our Bajheera official merchandise page on Design by Humans. We've been adding a bunch of new stuff to it, and I think some of the new designs and some of the new styles are pretty awesome. Some funny ones too. Definitely encourage you guys to take a moment and check this out if you haven't already. Design by Humans often runs lots of seasonal sales, and I know you can get 15% off right now on there, so if you're looking to pick up some games and gains or Bajheera's Army merch, definitely be sure to head over to our link in the description, check that out and show it some love. My character has gotten giga powerful since the last thing. We should do a gear rundown, and maybe even a talent point rundown, just because of the updates, because we kind of ascended last stream. So we're level 89 now, which we didn't really level up that much, but we got some insane gear. This has basically been a character that is like Twitch plays Path of Exile, right? So there are a couple items on our wish list, like we'll get them eventually when we make enough currency, but we got them like yesterday. So let me show you something. So we were already using a prismatic eclipse blade, but the implicit was like a harvest craft that made quality apply to accuracy, and we don't need any accuracy at all because we were using resolute technique, which means that you can't crit but can't miss. So one of the things that we did was we got resolute technique on a weapon, which is this, like, it's still like a really good weapon, but yeah, resolute technique on the weapon means that we can move talent points around, which is kind of insane. It's pretty well rolled too in terms of minimum and maximum attack damage, so pretty freaking crazy. And mana leech per, well, that's per blue socket, doesn't really matter. What we want it for is the green sockets for the mega attack speed, so that's crazy. All right, we still have the gloves. They do 49% increased attack damage with the offhand. We had that before. We had this ring that gave us, I think this was part of the last gear update. It was max life, attack speed, max life, then some resists. And we qualityed up with attack modifiers. We got Rislatha's Coil, which is something we had before, right? Yeah, it's just hanging out, dude. Just hanging out. Which is pretty dang fun. Pretty dang good to mooch. And there was 30% minimum and 40% more maximum, so it's pretty well rolled as well with 40 strength, max roll, pretty crazy, pretty darn good. So that's nice. These boots, we think we had the boots last time. Literal Abyss, yeah, it's pretty dang good. The boots we had last time, it's just a lot of armor, life, bunch of resists, movement, speed. I want to change this lab enchant at some point to like attack speed after you kill something. I just think that'd be fun. Then we had our awesome Omega Giga Shield, 3k armor. Remember that my shield crush damage and shield charge damage scales off of your shield's armor, and 3k armor is insane. That's very top end. So it also gives us a little bit of lightning res, a little bit of block recovery, a little bit of block projectile attack damage, which is cool, which helps me cap my projectile block. Now for the crazy stuff. So I'm pretty sure this ring, we had this ring before. No, we did not. This is a new ring. So this is phase one. One of the things we wanted was curse with vulnerability on hit. We had that with a gem setup, but now we have it on a ring with 32% increased effect. So absolutely insane, dude. Absolutely insane. 20% chance to inflict bleeding and make the ailments tick faster, and it does 30% more physical damage. So pretty insane. It's got a little bit of cold res, a little bit of lightning res, max life, energy shield, and then chaos resistance implicit. So absolutely crazy ring. Vulnerability on hit was one of our big, like, I wish we could get this sometime, along with resolute technique on this weapon. So this is one of our big wish we could get this, and we got it last time. This also is just, this is might be the craziest piece of gear I have on this whole character. This might be it. This is like, you know, absolutely bonkers. So it gives you, quality doesn't increase defenses, but it's maximum life per quality, right? So it's like 10% max life, 12% all resists, +1 to level of socketed active gym skills, so all, like, of my, it gives me more shield crush, right? I don't think it gives me more of all this, but it gives me more shield crush, right? So it's like level 23 shield crush, basically. You'll see why. -15 total mana cost. Armor, life, lightning resists. And look at this. Enemies you'll kill have a 30% chance to explode, dealing 1/10 of their max life as physical damage, then fire and chaos resist on it too. Did I craft the chest? No. A lot of this gear, like almost all this gear, was like people saying, You know what, bro? I enjoy your stream. I'm done with this character. If you want this piece of gear to continue your adventures of PoE, then you can have it. And I'm not going to turn that down, because this is my first character of Path of Exile in a while. So having it have some juicy, crazy gear to have fun with, to progress into endgame and just have some fun streams with, I'm not going to say no to that, right? We could do a SSF character at some point, but you know, if somebody wants to give me the gear that's just going to lay in their stash unused, so I can bathe it in the blood of my enemies and give it the carnage that it deserves, I will do that. So that's what this is right here. So Explodey chest, really fun, really fun. +1 of socketed active skill gems, really fun. A helmet has the 15% increased shield crush attack speed on it, which my other helmet had, but this also has level of socketed AoE gems, which I don't think I have any AoE gems socketed in this thing. Maybe I should, though. I don't know if any of these actually benefit. I guess Pride is AoE, right? No, all my auras are AoE, right? Does that help? Yeah. My auras are AoE, so Pride does benefit from that. That's good. So Pride benefits from that. So it's level 22 Pride now. And then you're seeing I also get another global modifier, right? It's because we have this amulet, which we bought for, I think, 3 exalts. We anointed it with ambidexterity, which makes me just have 20% faster attack speed, basically. It has rarity implicit, which is funny. Physical attacks, life, regenerate life, and +1 to level of all strength skill gems, which is a lot of my gems, or strength skill gems. And it gives me 30 strength and intelligence, just to keep my stats looking juicy, give me a little more HP, so... Pretty freaking crazy. Attack Catalyst on Rithlos' coil is an easy improvement. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get an uncorrupted one eventually. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool, Rek. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Sometimes the corrupted items cost less. Still an expensive thing. And you never knew how to play this game. It just takes time. You just gotta dive into it and look at guides. I still don't know what I'm doing. I just, you know, get a lot of help from chat and watch a lot of videos and just play and have fun. But it's a very deep game, but there's a lot of room to learn and improve. And it's just kind of fun to play. So my flasks, I kind of want to get a poison removal flask. I'm not getting destroyed by poison, but it might be kind of nice. This one is just, I want to make this one bubbling too. I want to make it so that it gives me like a nice just chunk of HP rather than like a slow regen. But anyway, this one clears poison. This one gives me armor and attack damage and knockback. This one gives me just damage and takes chill off. This is my Quicksilver. And then I put Onslaught on this one. But what's cool is with the flasks, you can make it so that the flasks are like auto-used during certain conditions. So I made this Onslaught one just use whenever it reaches full. But you can make ones that like stop bleeding used immediately automatically when you're bleeding, which is really cool. So I want like more of that. Like whenever I get chilled, unfreeze me, or whenever I get frozen, unfreeze me. Whenever I get poisoned, unpoison me. Whenever I get shocked, take off shock. That's really cool. That's really cool. And there are ways to reset your talent tree. You just need to have Orbs of Regret. And speaking of my talent tree, so that's what I've got on here. Everything, a lot of the stuff is the same, right? Like my gem setups are pretty much the same. Blood Rage. I'm just leveling up faster attacks. I don't actually need that one. I have a haste just for Vol haste, which is funny. If I got the All's Amulet, I could run Pride for free, and then I could use haste, which would be fun. But I use Leap Slam with Life Tap, Fortify, and faster attacks. I use Shield Crush with Pulverize, Awaken. So Awakened is busted. You just I just have, you know, usually it'd just be melee fizz damage support. Multi-strike, Impale support still, and I have Awakened Brutality. The reason why we still use Impale support is because I have a setup that allows me to still have 105% Impale, but I actually took talent points out because we have a Watcher's Eye that gives me Impale and a chance to deal double damage, but I'll show that to you in a second. So we've kind of changed things around. I still use Molten Shell as my guard skill with Reckoning, Tempest Shield. Reckoning just culls, but I don't need to do the curse on hit with Reckoning anymore because we have curse on it with the ring, right? And I use Tempest Shield just to fill out my block a little bit better. Then we have, this is new I think, multiple totems support with an Ancestral Protector and Ancestral War Chief. So I can have 2 totems down, and the War Chief is a Vol War Chief who just runs around and kills everything. So that's my gem setup, and flasks and stuff. So we made a couple changes with my talent tree. This is my Ascendancy though. Is we have this one, which gives me like, this just gives me like some more block, like 8% chance to block attack damage if you're hit or damaged recently. You can't be stunned by blocks or by hits that you block. Your counterattacks have double damage, which is cool. Then your spell block is the same thing as your melee block. Then this is like stacking block and stacking damage when you block, which is crazy. And stacking block. And then I have like these Arena Challenger charges, when I get those from killing stuff or when I attack a rare unique enemy in Blood Stance. So that's a pretty fun. Lots of blocking, lots of like scaling attack damage. But one of the things we got to do is we took out Resolute Technique because we didn't need that. So I got to take like a lot of points out of Resolute Technique, right? So that felt pretty good. And we got to take like points out of this because we didn't do this Jewel Cluster. So it was like 1, 2, like 2 points I guess we got to take out. It's not that many, but it felt pretty good to take those points out. And then I don't think we moved anything around over here at all. But we did take the Impale points out. We took points out of Impale here, and we took points of Impale down here, which freed up more points to put into a Cluster Jewel setup. So this thing is kind of wild down here. I think I moved my Watcher's Eye to my normal gem setup somewhere. Now we have jewels. Like, we just have block. Like the jewels aren't that good. I can improve those, but block chance, I'm not really dual wielding, so it's just 3% attack speed and 6% maximum life. So it's pretty much just max life. This one is attack speed, max life, and fire and lightning resistance. So my jewels could be improved, but we'll get there. We did a large jewel cluster with battle hardened, force multiplier, iron breaker. So that's just 30% evasion and armor with 35% physical damage. You overwhelm 10% physical damage reduction, and then you do 35% more physical damage. And you come over here, another medium cluster, which is kind of funny. And then you have Culling Strike on cursed enemies. Actually, I don't know if you can see that. Culling Strike on cursed enemies, which is pretty funny. So all the enemies are cursed, and they all get cold instantly, basically, right? Evil Eye, they take 5% increased damage, and they also are blinded, which is funny. So like when I can blind bosses still when I'm in Blood Stance, which is cool. And then another cluster jewel set up here with area damage, and then this is 20% area damage. Area skills have 10% chance to knock enemies back, which is kind of fun, just to kind of shield blast an area and they can't reach me, which is cool. Max life and 10% increased AoE, which is nice. Then we have the Watcher's Eye, right? This is, you know, max energy shield, max life, max mana, and a 25% chance to impale while I'm using Pride, and I am using Pride, and a 9% chance to deal double damage while using Pride. So I could try to roll this to make it like 12% chance, but I mean, it's already 6% life and stuff, so I could play around with it, but that allowed me to drop some points of the impale off the tree and then still have 100% chance to impale. So character's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. Yeah, we can get a jewel with Corrupted Blood immunity, and then I could maybe put this, I could take these points out, because I use these. I use my guard skill to pull off Corrupted Blood, and I have the flask for it too, but I could, yeah, maybe we get a jewel with Corrupted Thingo. I could take it off the flask, and I could take these points and put them somewhere else, so. I'm not really sure what I want to do with my next points. I have a small cluster jewel that I could put in here, like once I get enough points. But I might just mess around a little bit and maybe put just some points in life and then take those points out of life when I want to, or something. But yeah, we've got some options now because we're only level 89, so we're gonna get more talent points. So I could just do more branching clusters, or we could put points in life for a little while and just like tank up or something, you know. More attack speed. We'll figure something out. It'll be fun. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. And we're about to go tear up some maps too. It'll be fun. It'll be a good day. But yeah, that's a monster watch light. Yeah, we paid a lot for it. We paid 10x for that one. Somebody said we didn't need to pay 10x, but I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Thank you, sweetie. Thread of Hope jewel would free up 2 more skill points. Okay, what does that do? Double damage Pride is pretty insane. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. We've got some good stuff, but we still can get stronger, and we will. So that'll be the plan today, to just slap some maps, get some XP, kill some bosses, have some fun. But I wanted to give you guys an update of where we were as we got started for today. So should be a fun day. 10x, yeah, 10x. You put it against 80x. So yeah, that was pretty good. But I don't know. I think we got it, and we've been using it and enjoying it. So I think people always say like, you know, you either pay too much or, you know, or is like high value. There's always disagreement on like how valuable something is, but that one seemed pretty good. I can get a jewel point in 2 slots. Yeah, that's what maybe we should do, is actually get this jewel socket right here. Boom, boom. If there's no other like talents that are really good, we can get this jewel socket. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. We'll keep messing around. It's not using slams. Oh yeah, we're playing super high attack speed shield crush. I'll show you. It looks pretty good. But yeah, let's go do a map. We'll demonstrate. Oh, that's right. Alrighty, so what we got here is a juiced Al-Hazmin Citadel. Not crazy juiced, right? But we should be ready to rock for this one. We've been clearing our conquerors nicely. We have a couple watchstones, but we need more. We need more. So we'll pump them. Did I recently get into PoE? Well, I've played PoE since like the beta, but I can't always play it like constantly because, you know, we got to stay on like the WoW grind and everything else. But first drop of the day, Chaos Orb. We'd love to see it. But I do love Path of Exile. I just can't like play it all the time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna map. So I've heard that like bleed is pretty good too, but I followed this guide and just said, you know what? Let's just play Impale. Follow the guide, that'll get us started, you know. And it's been good. It's been really good. The character is like mega juiced right now though, so like that's a different story at this point, right? He's really ascending at this point. Oh boy.
My spirit is spent.
I feel like I'm not gonna do the aspirants trial thing. I don't really need the statues of the goddess, I don't think. Oh, he's on the move. Offerings to the goddess are cool, but yeah, I just don't know if I really need them. 3k calories all winter gains time? Alright now. 3k calories for me is like a small deficit, like a teeny tiny deficit. Might have to bump them up over time, but you got this, man. Sounds good to me. Yeah, this character's a monster though, huh? He's pretty fun. The whole Twitch plays Path of Exile has been good to us. Like lots of help from you guys in terms of advice and like because I don't even know like what like are good wish list items to pick up, but we've had some help from that. And what's crazy is, like I said earlier, like a lot of our wish list items we actually just got like the last time we were playing, so that's pretty wild. Let's see if we can get some logbooks today. Get some work done, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my ascendancy is in a good spot right now. Maybe I should do this, actually. We'll do it this way. My ascendancy is in a good spot. There we go. So I don't really need to do those things. I'm just kind of just like not doing them. Maybe that's bad.
I can't do this just yet.
Let me see if I can do something different here. Let me do this over here. I want to get these runic guys. Even more than I want to buff the monsters. Because we didn't get any logbooks last time we played. Bit of a bumskis. Just wanted to make sure I still need more. You can't seem to find them. Yeah, they just pop up on your map. I mean, if you're playing trade and you really want to get them, you can buy offerings to the goddess, and then you just throw those offerings to the goddess just in your map device, and it'll summon, like it'll send you to one of the thingies. So that's one way to get them. If you like really are hurting for your last ascendancy, you can just chuck those right into the map device. Did not know that? Yeah, there you go. Am I gonna be in the power meet? Yeah, that's the plan, man. I'm kind of letting them I'm trying to let them make like the formal announcements. But that's the plan. Just grabbing a few scrolls just for fun. But I've been dieting, so I'm like 25 pounds lighter than last time, and I haven't really been doing much powerlifting. So I'm like even I'm like even less like prepared for powerlifting than before. So I'm probably not gonna be putting up big numbers, but I'll have some fun with it, right? I'll have a good time. I guess if that's the boss, or maybe we'll just go kill the boss real quick. I'll take this dude out. Always like seeing the Orbs of Alchemy so we can juice up some maps. Well, there's a room down here too. What's the... Oh, is that where the... That's probably where the boss room leads you. Let's go kill the boss and we'll come back and clear this thing out. Yeah, we're kind of just shredding these mobs now, huh? It's a lot of damage. A lot of attack speed, and then the block kind of helps us stay healthy. We could always get more, Oh, hello. Oh, no, I'm dead. I was bleeding. Woo! Had to hit that flask. That was scary. Got some corrupted blood on me. There we go. Oh, spookies. Gonna get in blood stance here. This guy does poison too. It's gonna be a little bit spooky for sure. Alright, let's throw a totem here, totem here, put this on, and just go nuts. Yeah. Yeah. That's some deeps. That's some dang deeps. First we're going to endgame. It's not my first build going into endgame, but it is, it's only my second time going into endgame. My first character, you can look it up on YouTube. I love that character. He was a tectonic slam, two-handed juggernaut. He's using Ziri's disfavor and just going nuts. I think this character is much more powerful than that guy was, but he wasn't too bad. I really like that guy. But no, I really like Path of Exile. It's just like I can't always be on the heavy Path of Exile grind just because we're so heavy into the WoW grind, but WoW's kind of chilling right now. It's in a spot where it doesn't really require like my constant efforts to progress. So it's kind of a nice time to hop around and enjoy some variety of games that have like been on my menu, like Path of Exile. We just haven't really had the opportunity to play. And this league kind of is, you know, it's been out for a bit, but it's still relatively fresh, right? So pretty fun to get in here and tear it up a bit. But no, not my first time in endgame, but you know, only my second, so. But things have changed since last time. So I've got some new bosses to kill and some new stuff to do and stuff to learn, so should be fun. Looking forward to it, and it's been a blast so far. I've just been hooked on PoE. I'm loving it. Yeah, this build Shred's pretty good, man. Shred's pretty good. Another Guardian down. Feels good, man. Yeah, does the trial always give you a trial you haven't completed? I don't know. I think you might just be lucky. I'm not sure. And how hard is it to start PoE from zero knowledge? Not too hard. There is so much to learn, but like the cool thing about there being so much to learn is that it's a game that's worth investing your time into, right? It's a game that's worth learning about. So there's lots and lots of videos about stuff. So if you're curious about crafting, you can watch crafting videos. If you're curious about the Atlas, you can watch Atlas videos. And I can help point you to some of those things too. And Slayer, thanks for the Prime, man. Big flicks for you. And what's fun for me, since I'm kind of new and I have a lot of questions, I'll be playing and asking people from the chat who are knowledgeable about stuff. So if you tune into the stream, you can learn by tuning in, which is fun too. And how much time do you have to invest to play the end game? Not much. I mean, like, you need, basically, to get to end game, you just need to watch a YouTube video that's like, Path of Exile 3.15 League Starter. If you watch that, you'll have basically all the information you need to know on how to make a build that can take you to the end game. And then once you get to end game, there's a lot of other things to learn. But if you like action RPGs, you're gonna love this game. You just gotta kind of be willing to put in some time and some, like, you know, some effort to learn. But even if you just like jump in and just do whatever, you're probably gonna have a lot of fun. The one thing I'd recommend is a build guide that makes it so that you have a character that's sturdy enough to make it to end game. But then past that, you just kind of play and have fun. Yeah, it's so deep, and it's such a really, really fun game. And just the gameplay loop itself is really fun too, so there's that. But yeah, that was a nice, clean Guardian map. Feels good. This character's a beast. We're gonna have a fun day today, man. Have a fun day today. Let's get after it.